time I'm making this video, I just watched the final episode of Pat Sajak hosting Wheel of Fortune. He's retiring. For as long as I can remember, there have been only a few people that I've actually watched on game shows that have been around as television hosts for a long time. Of course, those being the late Bob Barker of The Price is Right and Alex Trebek from Jeopardy! But I always found myself watching Wheel of Fortune, mainly because it's on that prime time. Growing up when I was a kid, I finished my homework and living with my grandparents. If I'm around my grandparents, my grandfather and I, heaven bless his soul, would watch it on television every day at 6:30. I watch it off and on, here and there, and now that I'm grown up, but I still watch it and I still pay attention to it. It's been a part of my life for a very long time, in the same way that Bob Barker was on The Price is Right. And I still watch The Price is Right now, even with Drew Carey on it, and he's good. Pat Sajak has been around as host for Wheel of Fortune long before I was even born. So he's created a whole legacy, a whole world beyond for this. I should say him and Vanna White, because Vanna's obviously, there is no Wheel of Fortune without those two. And as much as I understand as to why he's retiring, he's done this for a very long time. Vanna White has done this for a very long time. It's time to put it to rest. But it's not going to be the same without him. At times, I'm probably going to end up watching reruns of him on YouTube. Actually, probably reruns before the next few months, the summer reruns. But Pat Sajak has been around for a long time on Wheel of Fortune. And honestly, I can't think of any other person I would ever watch this show with. Now, as much as I like Ryan Seacrest, I am sure the hardest working man in Hollywood is going to do a great job at this. However, it won't be the same. And I think Ryan Seacrest himself would say that. But I am going to miss Pat. His sense of humor, that voice of his, just him having fun with this show. He may look like he takes it seriously, but I think he and Vanna have a lot of fun doing this. I mean, why wouldn't you? You do a job for over 40 years, you're gonna have some great fond memories. The episodes where we see the two of them traveling the world, going to exotic places, going to vacation spots, him having members of the U.S. military actually on the show, winning prizes and money and everything else. And us and me watching it with friends, with family, with co-workers, if I'm lucky to have a TV next to me, actually trying to figure out what's the puzzle, sound out the puzzle. And us cheering and us seeing sad that someone got the spend on the bankrupt or the loser turns the symbols. Now, as I said earlier, as much as I like Ryan Seacrest, it won't be the same without Pat Sajak. It just won't. Now, I'm going to continue to watch this television, this game show, because it's one of my all-time favorites, obviously. However, with Pat Sajak gone, as I said before, it won't feel the same way. It just won't. This guy is Wheel of Fortune. And as much as I like Seacrest, it's going to be hard for me to accept the fact Pat Sajak is retired. It's time to move forward. So Pat, from all of us who've watched you over the last 40 years or so, including myself, including members of my family, thank you for the amazing memories.